Hi everyone, welcome to Secrets. Before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like raw, unfiltered opinions and the kind of truth that makes folks squirm a little. So listen, Kayla Nicole showed up this Halloween as Toni Braxton in the "He Wasn't Man Enough for Me" video, and the way the internet lost its mind, whew, it was giving elegance, body, message, and mood all in one frame. The look was clean, the production was polished, and she didn't say a single word, and yet she said everything. Now, of course, social media did what it always does. Turned a costume into a cultural moment. Suddenly, everyone's connecting dots, revisiting old lyrics and trying to decode who the shade was meant for.
Well, I've been doing squats all weekend. How about you? Have you put your Halloween candy down looking at this? I'm no better than a man because Kayla Nicole, her choreographer, posted some behind the scenes footage of her Halloween outfit reveal. She recreated Toni Braxton's "He Wasn't Man Enough" video look, which was iconic, but it's about the lyrics. If you know, you know. Kayla Nicole was with Travis Kelce for 5+ years. They break up, she's minding her business, life goes on. He starts seeing Taylor Swift. And the Swifties go crazy. I've read some slick comments directed towards Kayla here and there, but for the most part, she's been unbothered. The math teacher and the gym teacher become engaged. TS drops an album, Life of a Showgirl. I've said this before. Taylor's fans listen and break down her lyrics as if they were the 10 Commandments. Always Easter eggs, major scavenger hunts. When people hear the song Opalite, they're like, this is about Kayla Nicole. I mean, come on. Sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky is opalite. She's singing to her new man, okay? And she's saying, oh, you were always lonely, because his ex was always in her phone.
And the internet wasted no time saying, oh, that's about Kayla, because there's an old clip of Kayla on Live with Travis, giggling while he's telling her to get off the phone.
Just drink the wine so we can go.
I love it here. I feel like if sometimes someone would pay me attention, I wouldn't have to go on social media.
Get off your phone.
I wouldn't have to get on social media and seek validation.
You're not even
from a
drinking.
bunch of strangers
You're not
on the
even drinking
internet.
your wine anymore.
Onyx is a gemstone that comes in different colors, but mainly it's black. Opalite is a man-made glass that usually comes in a glowing white, blue color. This is no coinky-dink and the internet knows it, so everybody is like, oh, I cannot believe it. Imagine being with your boyfriend for 5 years, you guys break up, you're moving on. But then his new girlfriend writes a song trying to shade you. So you shade her right back. Halloween 2025. We've all heard about the revenge dress, revenge body, but Kayla had a revenge moment.
So, when Taylor's song dropped and that lyric about him feeling lonely came up, people connected the dots immediately. But Taylor's fans, the Swifties, were quick to shut that down. They said, you're reaching. Stop making everything about her. Fine, but here's where it gets funny. The moment Kayla stepped out as Toni Braxton, suddenly those same Swifties were like, she's being messy. She needs to move on.
Reactions to Kayla Nicole dressing up as Toni Braxton, "He Wasn't Man Enough for Me" for Halloween, really tell me that y'all just hate Taylor Swift and have never actually listened to her music, because there's no way that you are fully informed about the one singular line that she's actually made about that woman and think that this was an appropriate response to that. Because in Taylor's one lyric that directly references Kayla and Travis's relationship, she's very clear about why they didn't work out. She literally says, you couldn't understand why you felt alone. You were in it for real. She was in her phone. She literally says this relationship did not work because Kayla was cloud obsessed and it made Travis feel lonely. In my opinion, I don't think Taylor Swift cares about this, because all Kayla has done by doing this costume is prove her point. It's not even the first time she's done something like this. She literally admitted to doing something similar to Tiana Taylor. I get it. Y'all hate Taylor Swift, so you're always going to go up for anybody who's antagonizing her. But it gets to a point, and this was extremely corny. They have been broken up. He's moved on. She needs to let it go because this was embarrassing.
So, which one is it? If Taylor's lyric wasn't about Kayla, then why are y'all so bothered by her response? If she's irrelevant, why does everything she does still hit a nerve? Because you can't say it's not about her and then react like she responded to something that wasn't about her. If it's not about Kayla, then her costume shouldn't bother you. Simple. And let's be real. Kayla's been doing this for years. All these iconic visuals from powerful Black women in music. It's become her Halloween tradition. So dressing as Toni Braxton wasn't random. It was on brand. But I'll be honest, this one was layered because the message behind "he wasn't man enough for me." Come on. That's not just a costume. That's a declaration.
I got a little lace spikes in there on the body. On the body. So good. Okay, you guys, fun fact about my look. The last person to wear this dress, the one and only, drum roll please, Toni Braxton. Shut your mouth, bro.
Yeah. Bring it over. Come back. Yeah. Forward. Yeah. Yeah. And just vibe. And Toni. Come on, Toni! Bye! Bye!
And the timing? Perfection. She waited. She stayed silent. She let everyone else talk first. And when she finally moved, it was in full glam under perfect lighting and with lyrics that said everything she didn't have to. That's called control. This wasn't petty. This was strategy. You know what I love about it? She didn't post a rant. She didn't do a podcast interview. She didn't tweet. She made art. She made content that doubled as commentary. That's power. When you can respond without ever lowering yourself to words. Now, some of you in the comments were saying, well, Taylor has the ring. And every time I hear that, I just sigh because a ring doesn't mean peace. It doesn't mean loyalty. It doesn't even mean love. It can mean comfort, timing, convenience, or just that you happen to be the one there when he was ready. Some of the loneliest women alive are married. So, who got the ring is not the victory you think it is.
It's so funny because Taylor Swift fans are like, well, look who got the ring. I'm not going to hold your hand while I say this, but you can have all the rings and that man still not like you. I should know because I was married to a man who hated me, tried to kill me. Having a ring on your finger is not an indication of a man's feelings for you. I know couples who are married and hate each other, and I know couples who are just living together and they are more in love than I've ever seen anybody ever be in love with someone else in my life. I've heard of men who give their girlfriend a ring and they cheat on her. I've heard of men who aren't necessarily physically cheating, but their woman catches them looking at other women online, pretty much how Travis is looking at Kayla Nicole online right now. Having a ring on your finger, getting engaged, getting married, being married, it quite literally does not mean anything. Just being on this app alone, I have heard stories of men who cheated on their wedding night, cheated when they had their bachelor party, men who proposed because that's just who was there, you know, may as well, she's been with me long enough. So if you think that a woman having a ring on her finger or being married is an automatic indicator of somebody's feelings for her or faithfulness to her, you really do have some growing to do.
And honestly, I don't even think Kayla wants Travis back. It's not giving bitter ex. It's giving, let me remind you who I am so you stop playing with my name. It's giving closure in heels and full glam.
Baby, I know I'm late to the party, but it don't even matter because this is a party that's going to be lasting for a long time. Because the way that Kayla Nicole ate Taylor up, Swiftie who?
Kayla Nicole had the perfect opportunity to do something great, to really make a statement, to really clear things up. And she did it. She did just that. She did more than that, actually. I told myself I wasn't going to post videos talking about celebrities or pop culture or anything, but here I am. So I'm very big on lyrics. I love to read lyrics. I love to really break them down, look into the metaphor, see what the deeper meanings of, songs are. And I definitely think that Taylor Swift tried to, clock and just make a certain narrative out of certain situations. And when a person that big, does that, a lot of people take it and run with it, obviously. So when there's certain people who are affected by that and they choose to, take their own narrative back and make things clear, it's very important, especially as a woman. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but Taylor Swift is not a girl's girl. She's only a girl's girl with who she chooses to be a girl's girl with. I saw how she did Olivia Rodrigo. Let's talk about it. There's been just so many situations where she has really shown who she is. I don't know her personally. None of us do. Most of us don't, especially I'm saying this to the crazy Taylor Swift fans. But from what she has shown us, certain people choose to not see. I think also because she's white and y'all let her get away with a lot of things. She's very just quick to make herself the victim and then really shit on people. And I'm just over it. Like, it's tired, it's boring, it's not anything new. It's just not groundbreaking.
Now, let's talk about the other side. The people saying Kayla needs to let it go. Baby, she did. The only reason we're still talking about her is because people keep pulling her into the conversation every time Taylor drops something or Travis blinks. She's literally out here minding her business, doing brand partnerships, working out, and posting gym content. And still, her name ends up trending next to theirs. So, if she finally decided to reclaim her narrative in a creative way, I see nothing wrong with that. Because think about it. If Taylor can write an entire album full of Easter eggs, metaphors, and maybe it's about you, maybe it's not, and everyone calls her a genius, then Kayla can make a 3-minute video in a costume and call it self-expression. And to be real, I respect women who know how to use plausible deniability. Because let's be honest, if Taylor can drop subliminals in her lyrics and call it art, then Kayla can drop a visual with a meaning and call it homage. Equality. The double standard is loud. When Taylor shades through music, it's art. When Kayla shades through aesthetics, it's messy. When white women do it, it's poetic. When black women do it, it's petty. Let's just call that what it is.
This is how you need to be moving in 2025, ladies. So, as we've all seen Kayla Nicole's Halloween costume, I want to talk about how this timing is perfection. You can go check it out in my YouTube video on woke swatting, but I talked about how there's always going to be a double standard. And this costume, specifically the timing, short circuits any responses that can be made. So on that Taylor Swift album, she made all kinds of subliminals, shots, and just called this woman everything but a child of the Most High God, and it was just fine. But if Kayla Nicole had been silly enough, naive enough to respond and say, wow, this is hurtful, this is racist, any of the things that it was, she would have been attacked as the problem. Instead, she waited until the time was right. Dressed up as Toni Braxton, gave a lovely parting missive that just deads the whole conversation. But if somebody wants to say something to her, she can say, hey, last year I was Sierra in the Ride video. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Why are you assuming everything that black women do within our culture has something to do with you? It's giving you're obsessed. It's giving racism. It's giving you don't understand what's happening here.
Sure.
Not to mention all the previous years she has been other incredibly famous black women, usually singers. Kayla gave herself plausible deniability, and that's what I need you all to do in the coming months and years. Do not fall into the trap of going to every argument you're invited to, because people do things knowing that you can't respond to put you in the wrong, okay? Their goal is to wrongfoot you, expose you to more criticism than ever, get you canceled, get you harmed. Kayla did not fall for it. She sat quiet in the boat until the time to respond came. Be advised to do the same. Doctor's orders, like and follow for more, and go check out that YouTube video and we'll talk more later.
And another thing, the lyric about her being in her phone, that's so trivial. You dated an influencer, that's her work. She built her brand and he benefited from that exposure for years. But now it's a problem because she had ambition? Make it make sense. You can tell Travis still talks about her. You can tell because no woman who's truly secure is writing subliminals about her fiance's ex. Taylor didn't have to do that, but she did, which tells me that somewhere in that fairy tale love story, a shadow of Kayla still lingers. And baby, if your new man's ex can shake your world that easily, maybe your world isn't as stable as you thought. Now, my advice? One hit, then silence. She doesn't need to explain, doesn't need to respond, doesn't need to capitalize off the drama. The power is in the mystery. Let them guess. Let them argue. Meanwhile, you focus on your work, your bag, your brand, because that's how you win. If you're going to respond, do it once and make it unforgettable. And that's exactly what Kayla did. Because you know what silence does? It keeps people guessing. It keeps you unpredictable. When you stop reacting, they can't feed off you anymore. And for my ladies who've ever been compared to someone's ex or felt replaced, please remember, being replaced doesn't mean you were the problem. Sometimes you were the lesson. Sometimes you were the blueprint. And sometimes you were the best thing they ever had, but they weren't man enough to keep you. So yes, Kayla's costume was a clapback, but it was a classy one. A reminder that growth can still have a little bit of edge. It was chess, not checkers. And I hope that's the end of it, because at this point, she's said all that needs to be said without saying a word. Now, I want to know what you think. Was this a clever silent read or unnecessary shade? Would you have done the same? Drop your thoughts in the comments and keep it respectful. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching my videos. I enjoy making them and it's great when they're received. If you haven't yet, subscribe if you like my vibe. Until the next one, bye.
You mean to tell me that Kayla Nicole popped out as Toni Braxton for Halloween? I've never been more proud in my life as a stranger, y'all. Oh my God. If you did not see, Kayla Nicole popped out as Toni Braxton and did the music video, He Wasn't Man Enough for Me. And if you know, you know, okay? Because people have been talking about her past relationship that she's been out of for years at this point, comparing her to his new woman and everything like that, and throwing shots through music and things like that. And she hasn't said anything about this whole time. This whole time she hasn't said anything about it. Except for the one time when they ended the relationship and she talked about the relationship ending, okay? However, she said, I'm going to clear the room. I'm going to clear the room on Halloween. And she did it flawlessly. I mean, body was tea. Face was gorgeous. Curves were curving. And people were in the comments saying, she just wanted to show her body, da-da-da-da. Y'all just complimenting her body. I mean, look. What are we supposed to say? Like, she looks gorgeous. She cleared the room. And as a black woman, that's how you do it. I know a lot of people are like, she shouldn't have said anything. Da, 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 da. That's the problem. She wasn't saying anything at all. And people took it upon themselves to keep bullying her. So she said, I need to make a point and show y'all I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, she looked so good in that video, y'all. I said, I'm going to cancel all my Halloween plans and go to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go work it out because I need that. I need that in my life. I need for my body to look like that. So yeah, she cleared. And I love that for her.
Baby, I know I'm late to the party, but it don't even matter because this is a party that's going to be lasting for a long time. Because the way that Kayla Nicole ate Taylor up, Swiftie who? Honestly, I wish she would have did a little bit more, but I think she did just enough because, mind y'all, this was totally provoked. I don't want to hear nobody saying that they feel bad for Taylor, but really, I'm not hearing nobody say that because the comments are sending me. Mind y'all, Taylor did start this. Like, the shade that she threw at Kayla Nicole, yeah, girl, you should have known something was coming. I mean, look at her. Yeah, something was coming. So her dressing up as an icon, Toni Braxton, and then following suit with singing He Wasn't Man Enough. Yeah, ate that up. The amount of times that I watched that video, unhealthy. I know Travis was watching it right along with me. I'm not gonna lie, as he should. Baby, you really fumbled. Mind y'all, nobody seen this coming because this like took some time. I love that because Taylor definitely gives, I can say what I want, when I want, do what I want, and who's gonna stop me. I'm gonna lie, boo, you gotta stay in your own territory because if you didn't already know, now with this, you've learned. Stay over there, because if you come over here, if you don't want it to be pretty, it ain't gonna be pretty. And Kayla did it in such a classy way. Like, no, I'm not beefing with you. Like, I'm not making it clear or, you know, being too rowdy, being too messy with this message. But baby, you get in the message. You in your man. Your man. Love it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe that I'm this late to the party. But like I said, this motherfucker gonna be partying all for the rest of the year because they ain't letting this one go down. She knew what she was doing and she did it well.